Hello, fourth graders. Mrs. Hinterleiter here, bringing you your Chapter 12, Lesson 7 mini lesson. So this week, we're working with metric units of mass and liquid volume. So let's take a look here. Mass is the amount of matter in an object. Metric units of mass include grams, labeled as a lowercase g, and kilograms, labeled as a lowercase kg. 1 kilogram represents the same mass as 1,000 grams. So if I had 1,000 grams in my right hand and I wanted to be equal in my left hand, I would have 1 kilogram. Think about a balancing scale. 1 kilogram would balance the scale if there were 1,000 grams on the other side. Those are equivalent. 1 large loaf of bread has a mass of about 1 kilogram. So this loaf of bread right here is about a kilogram. Now, if Jacob has 3 loaves as pictured here, how many grams is the mass of the 3 total loaves? So you see here 3 kilograms, kilogram 1, kilogram 2, kilogram 3. 3 kilograms is equal to 3 times 1,000 is going to give me my total of 3,000 grams. Now let's take a look at liters and milliliters. Liters with a capital L and milliliters with a lowercase m capital L are metric units of liquid volume. 1 liter represents the same liquid volume as 1,000 meters. So just like above, in order to balance the scale, I'd have 1 liter on the one side and 1,000 milliliters on the other. Those are equivalent. A large bowl holds about 2 liters of juice. Carmen needs to know the liquid volume in milliliters. 2 liters, so we have our 2, times 1,000, because there are 1,000 milliliters in 1, would give me the grand total of 2,000 milliliters. Now, as you see above with the grams, and as you see below with the milliliters, both times we're multiplying by the same number, and that number is 1,000. So as we take a look at the 6 problems that we have below, I want you to think for just a second, what do you think I'm going to be multiplying by each time in order to go from the bigger measurement to the smaller measurement? So if you said 1,000, you are correct. Now, we don't need to have to do anything other than some mental math to get these answers. So let's take a look at number 1. Number 1 says 4 kilograms is equal to how many grams? Well, just like I did above, I'm going to do 4 times 1,000, and I'm going to get my answer of 4,000 grams. Go ahead and pause the video now and take a second to try to figure out through mental math what the other 5 answers are going to be. That probably didn't take you very long at all because, like we said, we're going to be multiplying by 1,000 for each of these problems below. So for number 2, you should have done 9 times 1,000 equals 9,000 milliliters. 3 times 1,000 equals 3,000 milliliters. 7 kilograms, 7 times 1,000 equals 7,000 grams. Number 5, 5 kilograms, 5 times 1,000 equals 5,000 grams. And 8 liters into milliliters would be 8,000 because we're multiplying by 1,000. All right, I hope that little extra practice was enough for you to see the equivalent measurements in metric mass and volume, how kilograms can equal grams if you multiply by 1,000, and liters can equal milliliters if you multiply by 1,000. Thank you for joining me for this mini math